What's up, everybody? It's me, MC Aggie St. James. This is my daily video vlog number 205, if I'm correct. So yesterday evening I did two vlogs, and in the vlog I did last night, which was vlog 204, I just kept it short and mentioned how I was just going through research for the evening and found out some things that were quite disturbing and whatnot. I'm still researching everything, but let me just make this clear. I am fully aware of the Jesuits, the Vatican, secret underground bases, the Illuminati, the Rothchilds, the Rockefellers. I'm fully aware of a lot that goes on with our government, secret agencies, and the elite. I am not naive to the majority of the things that are taking place on this planet. Suffice to say, that are just evil straight up. So I just wanted to make that clear because, go back on my vlogs. I have done several vlogs on different topics such as these. And so when I say I research, I mean I extensively research until I feel like I'm done with it and I'm good. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to first and foremost put that out there. So it wasn't so much that what I discovered yesterday evening was anything new, so to speak. It was just, I guess the source I got it from, it was from a video I found on YouTube, but it was from a woman, and I am going to put in the description box. I am not able to share links with my cell phone at the present time. So if you click on the description box below this video, I will have the name of the subscriber and the title of the video for which I'm referring to, and then you can look it up yourself. It's about an hour long, but I highly recommend that you watch the entire video. So like I was saying, it wasn't that it was anything, it's an interview with this woman, and it wasn't like what she was saying was anything that I didn't already know. But it was just, excuse me, I have to cough. But it was just, there were a few things that she mentioned that I was not aware of. Maybe if I had given this more thought, it would have come to me. But it's just a lot of information. I've been researching MK Ultra for a while. Let me just say this. Because I'm in the music industry, and I've been in it for a very long time, I've seen things I will not speak about, but I have seen things, witnessed things, heard things, and experienced things within this industry that are not pleasant. I wish I didn't experience these things, but I did. For whatever the reason, however, it made me more aware, and it made me want to delve even deeper into what really goes on. I really would prefer not to hit on that for personal reasons. However, when it comes to the MK Ultra, that's not just in the music industry. That's in other areas as well. So, and I don't want to make this vlog about MK Ultra per se. I just want to make it kind of short because I'm still researching. I just got home from class, so I haven't had any time to pick up from where I left off yesterday evening in my research. So I do still want to get to that. But it was basically, and I really want you to watch the video yourself, so I don't want to expose too much of it, but it was just basically about this woman who says that she is a Rothchild, but not from this dimension, from another universe. And I know it sounds insane and crazy, but another thing that I want to mention is this. At this point, with all the research that I have done, nothing really shocks me anymore that's evil that I hear about or that I discover through research in my own time. There's not much of anything that I can find out at this point that I believe would shock me. I could be wrong, so could anyone else. But I've kind of, I see where they're going with this New World Order and all of this. And so, you know, with FEMA camps and the coffin liners, like I said, I'm fully aware, people, of all of this. So, the Knights Templar, all of it. So, but it's just this woman, and I don't know if she's telling the truth or not. I'm highly intuitive, I'm highly empathic, and I'm highly sensitive. However, the only way I would be able to know for sure, at least in my opinion, would be if I were the one interviewing her, or if I just so happened to be there in her presence during the interview, because there's auras and vibes that I would have to pick up off of her immediately before I would be able to really sense anything. It's difficult to explain, but moving on. And she went through the MK Ultra program, but she claims she was brought over here from another dimension as a Rothchild in that dimension, and was brought over here, put into the MK Ultra program, went through horrendous abuse, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, sexually, in every way, shape, or form, which is true. It does occur. It's all of what the MK Ultra program is completely 100% all about. And she went on to talk about a few things, actually a lot, actually. Like I said, I really hope y'all take the hour time away from your schedule or whatever the hell you're doing and watch this video, if for nothing else than to just open up your eyes to the possibilities that it could be the truth. She's afraid and has been threatened. I know you're asking, okay, well, so if she was a Rothschild in this other universe or in this other dimension, is she, you know, does that make her a Rothschild here with the Rothschild family? And she says no. But she has ties with the Rothschild family. And that her brother is, but she said her brother is a Rothschild. It's very, very confusing. She seems to mean well. And like I said, I'm no like lie expert or anything like that. But I do have a very strong intuition. And if I was asked to, you know, if someone, you know, if someone was like, I need to, you know, if some judge or whoever, and this is just throwing out, you know, an example, was like, you know, what do you think of her interview? Do you believe she was telling the truth? From a scale of 1 to 10, I would say, based off of just watching the interview and not being there, I'd say about an 8. 7.5 to an 8. Only because I'm not sure if the split personalities that were formed within her from all of the abuse and trauma have all completely left. So I don't know if some of those thoughts or memories could be from one of her or 2 or 3 of her alters. versus her real memories from what really actually took place. So it's really hard to tell. And when you're dealing with someone who has been through the MK Ultra program, it is extremely difficult to break down all of the altars that were formed within that one individual alone. So it's not an easy process, and for the majority, it takes years. And for some, their altars never leave them, and they're stuck with them. And I think for those individuals, you know, the fight to free their true identity and the true self from these altars has gotten weakened, has weakened over all the years, and their fight isn't left. And so they've become comfortable with these altars. And I could be wrong on that, but anyway, so I really need to do some more research on. She mentioned several locations, she didn't mention anyone's name. And if she is telling the truth in this interview, do you blame her? So, you know, but she does mention some locations and some things that I was aware of, but didn't know it ran that deep. I mean, you know, I do believe in cloning. I do believe the government is cloning people. Especially, you know, of course, more so those that they have a need for, that they use for a certain purpose, agenda, plan, event. But it's really sick because they will take a person and clone them, and all of the memories that the original person had from childhood on, they can transfer over to this cloned individual, so that this individual not only looks like the person, but has all the memories that the person does as well. So, and I'm just throwing this out here as an example. So, you know, you could have, and I'm throwing it out as an example once again. We could very well have an Eminem that isn't the real Eminem. It's a cloned version, and they have to put the memories and the experiences of his music career within this cloned individual, so that when he's being interviewed, he responds right away and knows exactly what to say, and it would be everything that we would expect him to say, right? Like I said, I'm not saying Eminem is not who he is. I was using him as an example. So, but it just really shows you how sick and twisted these elite individuals and their families and their blue bloodlines are. The technology that they have to be able to not only clone a human being, but transmit memories, transfer the memories in the visuals. And it wouldn't shock me, honestly, if this woman did come from another dimension, which I know the name of, but like I said, I would prefer you to go and look at the video yourself. It would make perfect sense that they would have the capabilities and the technology to bring someone over from another dimension. But there are a lot of sick and twisted things that these elite people do. And please understand, I am not naive to these things, okay? I've been researching these things for almost 10 years. So I'm fully aware. And I'm not sure if the reason why I was so caught off guard yesterday evening was more so because it was coming from one individual versus me going in the books and researching it myself. I was actually hearing it from a human being. You know, I mean, not that I haven't been in my research hearing it from people, but I don't know if it was the way she was saying everything or if it was just her demeanor while she was speaking, talking, or what, but I've still got to research an incredible amount on what this woman has to say. I've done some research on several of the locations that she named in this interview. I've researched some of them, but I have not been able to extensively because, like I said, I had class today for 4 hours and I just got back home literally about 10 minutes ago. So, like I said, I have once I'm done with this vlog, I'm getting right back to the research. But if they're willing to do this to people, then they don't give a fuck about you. Your dying mother, your grandma, or your sister that's on life support, the fact that you can barely feed your children, people, you really need to wake up. Because when this new world order hits the fan and this shit really goes down, which I promise you is a lot sooner than you think, they will not care about you. A tear from your eye is absolutely nothing to these people because there's no heart in them. They have no soul. They have no sympathy, empathy, feeling. They are completely numb inside. They don't care. So please, wake up your eyes. Do not be a fool. And I promise you, the more that your eyes are awakened, the more that you will want to find out more. And then you'll be able to differentiate between what's real versus maybe what could be fake. You feel me? So I'm going to put the name of the subscriber and the title for the video in the description box of this vlog. And I'm going to end this vlog for this evening because I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to do. MC Aggie St. James, y'all. And I'm out.